We were talking about like the idea of how cool it is to wear the Spider-Man suit, but in reality, it takes 3 people and 5 shoehorns.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 behind-the-scenes Spider-Man No Way Home filming secrets.
This is a huge amount of Epsom salts. I kid you not, like barrels and sacks and tons, literally, of Epsom salts.
For this list, we're looking at the most interesting facts we learned about the making of this epic webhead film. If you haven't seen No Way Home yet, beware of major spoilers ahead. What's your favorite behind-the-scenes fact? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Zendaya was fine with falling.
MJ, I'm so sorry, but I can't see anything with your hand in my...
I'm sorry. Okay, where are we gonna go?
While web swinging above the city definitely looks cool, it can also be a little nerve-wracking to be that high in the air. Although MJ wasn't a big fan of Spider-Man's signature travel method, Zendaya was all for it. The actress was fully okay with getting attached to wires at a dizzying height on her first day of shooting.
We had a scissor lift 55 feet in the air. We had 2, 100-foot cranes above her.
Yeah, my first day of shooting was like, okay, we're gonna lift you up on a cherry picker and you're just gonna jump off. And I was like, well, this sounds familiar.
As she really went through with the jump, a camera captured her every expression. We have to give major props for Zendaya's ability to stay in character while doing this huge drop. Her stunt work and acting really sold the idea that MJ would much rather stick to the subway to get around NYC.
What are you doing at work today? Oh, well, I just put a harness on and jumped off this thing.
Number 9. Spider-Man and other Avengers are really filmed in Georgia.
Where am I? We down here in Georgia, baby. Down here in Georgia.
Although the events of the third Holland Spidey film take place in New York, behind-the-scenes features revealed that key scenes were filmed in Georgia. Thanks to CGI effects, even native New Yorkers couldn't tell the difference. The visual effects are also blended with impressive practical sets to bring a visceral feel to the scenes shot in Georgia. But Spider-Man is far from the only hero whose films are shot there.
And to see it grow and evolve each year, it's great.
Badass.
And it's amazing to have a single home where we can have 3 or 4 productions going on at a time.
Kevin Feige's reveal that multiple Avengers share sets is fun to think about. Did Tom Holland get a chance to sing karaoke with Simu Liu after they were both done filming for the day? Even if not, we'd love to be a fly on the wall whenever the Avengers assemble in the Peach State.
From now on, the trajectory of your lives will be like nothing you've ever experienced before. And there's no going back.
Number 8. One superhero landing wasn't easy.
It's at the Statue of Liberty. I mean, there's no way practically to do that, with a set, with the proper proportion.
One of the best shots in No Way Home comes when the 3 Spider-Men land on the Statue of Liberty crown before fighting supervillains. It turns out that getting such a perfect shot wasn't as easy as they made it look. Not only did Holland have to deal with limited visibility, but the mock Statue of Liberty made for a difficult landing area.
The crown was just so uneven, and in the Spider-Man suit you can't see anything. And I was really trying to land in the most iconic Spider-Man pose.
And there was the added pressure of making it look unique to his version of the character. But since the fight choreographers made sure that every webhead had a specific movement style, Holland and his Spider brothers definitely stood out. Watching them stick the landing got us so hype, we wanted to rush into battle with them.
Okay, we gotta do this up close. Peter 2 go right, Peter 3 go left. On me!
Number 7. Willem Dafoe scared some coworkers.
That's some neat trick. That sense of yours.
Norman?
Norman's on sabbatical, honey.
If we had to name the most frightening performance in No Way Home, Willem Dafoe would win in a landslide. Every one of his twisted sneers and wicked laughs chilled us to the bone. As it turns out, we weren't the only ones who were afraid of his performance. Dafoe's most unsettling moment comes when Goblin cackles while getting pummeled by Spider-Man. Whether the laugh was planned or not, it shook the crew and Holland himself.
He's just giving it all he can, and Willem is just doing this incredible reactions with his face and then just stops and gives the Goblin like the laugh, but that like cackle. And everybody on set just stopped. It kind of made your hair stand on end.
Whoa, that was so scary.
This effective moment marked the point we knew we were watching a once-in-a-lifetime villain performance. We're glad that Dafoe's co-workers and co-stars felt the same.
In terms of overall kind of scariness, I would go along with Jamie's assessment. It's just true. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Willem. You're just going to have to deal with it.
Number 6. The suits weren't easy to slip into.
5 minutes.
Still using talcum powder?
I'm still on like
The secret.
the talc.
Yeah. Go on. I'll tell you what.
We'll catch up.
Figured it out.
Oh my God, why are you holding out on me?
Most fans would jump at the opportunity to wear a studio-produced superhero costume or villainous threads. But before you go to Marvel Studios to get fitted for your next costume, you might want to hear about what it's really like. Each Spider-Man seemed to have a different secret method of getting into each part of the suit. They all make it clear that getting into their awesome-looking Lycra suit can be a very involved and occasionally smelly process.
No, the way to get your boots on is we have these plastic bags that I put over my feet.
Slippery.
And then they slide right in. But the only thing is you get mad sweaty feet.
Fortunately, actors like Dafoe let us know that technology is making the process of getting into costumes much easier than it used to be.
Now, they scan me and they can design it and then make the costume and then try it on me. It's a huge leap in the technology.
Just make sure you pack plenty of talcum powder before you're fitting. Number 5. Director John Watts let actors riff.
He loves bringing out the humor. He's encouraging us to improvise and to kind of throw in. When he's got the takes that he wants, he'll always say, okay, one more just for you.
There are so many fantastic jokes and big moments in this epic team-up film that you'll definitely need a couple of rewatches to catch them all. But not all of the beats were written before the actors got to set. Between the blooper reel and exclusive footage, we got glimpses of what alternate scenes would have looked like.
What if we were meant to be together? In another universe.
The freewheeling nature of the dialogue and movement allowed for the characters to feel natural. Watts also took input from everyone on staff, no matter what their position is. Knowing that everyone felt comfortable experimenting and trying new things made the set feel like one of the most fun places to be.
And so he's always letting us improv a few takes on different lines and finding the scene so that we could breathe some humanity and life into those moments.
Number 4. Willem Dafoe threw himself into the action.
There's some good old-fashioned fighting. Punching, kicking, to the body stuff. I'm still not admitting that I'm too long in the tooth to do this stuff.
Since Willem Dafoe started shooting this film when he was in his 60s, no one would blame him for letting a stunt double take over for action-heavy scenes. But he actually pushed to get in on the action. Before Dafoe arrived, he made it clear that he wanted to throw as many punches and bombs at Spider-Man as he could. He pushed himself to match the youthful Holland's energy in each one of their matchups. Dafoe's commitment and physicality blew everyone on set away.
He is still in incredible shape. He phoned me up prior to this movie and was like, I just want to let you know I want to do as much as possible. And he was just a trooper.
And during the impressive final product, it is clear that he did his homework to get the choreography down perfectly. There's something inspiring about seeing that Dafoe is still in such good shape.
You have Willem and Tom doing a lot of their own stunts and wanting to be part of the physical process.
Number 3, the multiple Spider-Man surprise was almost exposed.
We're all very secretive with our films, but on this one, it's been challenging because we have people that we are trying to keep secret.
How do you hide the fact that 3 versions of Spider-Man will appear in one movie? You just take a page out of the Harry Potter franchise and grab a cloak to hide people. Admittedly, Marvel didn't have access to fabric that could make you invisible. But the cloak they used to hide actors like Tobey Maguire did do the trick. However, there was still a close call when one of the webheads went to the doctor. Apparently, the medical professional took a selfie with the actor.
We had a situation where one of our actors got hurt and had to go to the doctor. He gets there, and lo and behold, the doctor got a selfie with him.
The security director didn't tell us exactly how they managed to keep the photo from getting out. So we have to assume they sent in Strange to erase a fellow doctor's memory.
Can't some people still know?
That's not how the spell works, and it's very difficult and dangerous to change it mid-cast.
Number 2, entire fights can be seen before CGI.
Too weak to send me home to die.
No. I just want to kill you myself.
No Way Home arguably features the most impressive fight scenes of Holland's career so far. If you're hungry to see how they got so good, the special features have got you covered. They include plenty of footage of fight choreographers rehearsing the scenes before CGI and the actors are brought in. We get particularly long looks at the violent apartment fight and climactic final goblin showdown.
The fight in Happy's condo, we were all very excited about because I think our main baseline was just, we're going to destroy this condo.
Thanks to side-by-side comparisons, you can see how closely the actors' movements line up with the stunt work. Honestly, we're thrilled that the talented stunt performers and big-name actors look identical in their epic fight scenes.
We tried to keep the tradition of what the fights and what the bad guys would normally focus on alive with that element, but also put our spin on it.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. A few actors looked at this film like a farewell.
And this film is about him becoming Spider-Man. It's about him growing up, making his own decisions, and stepping up to the plate as a full-blown Avenger. And it's been really nice to kind of have that dovetail between myself on Spider-Man Homecoming and now who I am and who Peter Parker is in Spider-Man No Way Home.
As soon as the credits rolled on Holland's third film, fans immediately wondered when they'd see him next. But rumors quickly swirled that the actor's stint as the webhead was over. Behind-the-scenes interviews with Holland told us that he'd approached this outing like it was his last. To add to that bittersweet revelation, Zendaya and Jacob Batalon also alluded to their appearances in No Way Home potentially being the swan song for their characters.
At the end of the film, when I say goodbye to Zendaya and Jacob, the three of us were in such a raw emotional state because we all knew that we were saying goodbye to our characters as we know them.
There's always a chance we'll see them all return to the MCU in the future, but knowing how they approach this movie changes how we'll watch it from now on. Every single choice they make on screen comes from the actors dedicated to giving their characters a satisfying ending.
Whether or not this is the end of my Spider-Man journey, if Spider-Man swings off into the sunset now, I'd be happy and content with what I've done.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.